This is Get Down in the South. I'm Boz, and today we're going to review my trolling motor, the Minn Kota Ulterra. So is this Ulterra really worth the money? Is the price point too high? I've had this boat for over a year. I bought it used. It already had the Ulterra on it. I can't say that I would necessarily have made this purchase. I do like the spot lock. Definitely gonna have spot lock if this ever goes out. Probably won't buy another one. But I will definitely have the spot lock. That's one thing I can't go without. I don't have power pose, and when I get on bed fish, it's nothing better than hitting that spot lock. Or even when I just catch a fish, I can hit that spot lock, hold my spot, bring the fish in the boat, do what I need to do, weigh it, take pictures, whatever. I can maintain that position. I do like the small footprint that comes with this Ulterra. A lot of your other trolling motors has that big span, and you're going to take up 2 foot of space on your boat. I'm running a Tracker Classic, so it's a small boat. I need that small footprint, and it really works out great. I like to take kids out on the boat, and I like to give them the opportunity to be in front of the boat to really, bring that future generation into the sport. So I can sit on the back of the boat, run it from the back. They can have a good time casting up front, getting to hit the spots first. Now, I did have a lot of trouble with this trolling motor when I first got it. Like I said, the boat was used. The batteries wasn't taking a full charge. Thing got stuck in the down position on me. Nightmare. I promise you. You gotta take this whole entire cover off. You got 2 screws on this cover, and then another screw on the lever on the inside. You got to pop that loose just to raise it up. Nightmare on the water. First time I took the boat out, of course I didn't have a screwdriver, so I had to ride around with the trolling motor down and got back to the dock, and luckily somebody had a screwdriver. That's water underneath the bridge now. Definitely got screwdrivers on the boat, because I got a bad habit. I'll get the alarm saying that my batteries are low. I don't necessarily want to stop fishing. I'll take it to the very last moment. So I've definitely been spoiled with this trolling motor. I got it paired up with the Helix 7. It's a smaller unit, but the link works with it just great. I can follow a contour. If I want to follow grass, I can follow the grass line. If I want to follow that 6 foot depth, it's going to run it. Or I could just, run it with my remote. Also, have the foot controller, because the remote will last me probably a good 8-hour day, but if I do any fishing over that, or if I forget to charge it, I have the backup. Definitely a must in my book. But like I said, I can follow contours. I can set recorded paths, and it does fine. It'll definitely spoil you. Do you have to have it? No, not necessarily. I'm not a professional angler. I'm a weekend warrior at best. One of my favorite features on this is that the belt drive, I can raise and lower it. I mean, I've been in water less than 6 inches. Like I said, I'm running an aluminum boat. It's a Track Classic. It's super light, but I can raise that trolling motor and be in 6 inches of water and just fish all day long. Although the belt drive does come with its own hassles. Like I said, if you let that battery get low and you can't raise it up, or if you got just enough to get it up, it's not enough to really turn that drive all the way up to where it'll stow correctly. It'll come in and hit, and the belt keeps going, and I've ripped it right out. And that is no fun trying to get that put back in. Trust me, I promise you. I've got blisters on my fingers trying to feed that belt back in. Once you've done it 2 or 3 times, it's not that big of a deal. I can change a belt out or put this belt back on within 20 minutes, and that's taking the whole head apart, pulling the motor out, and rerunning the belt. Definitely a learning experience. I'm glad I learned it because now I know how to maintenance it myself. I'm not a guy that's gonna run to the shop every time and pay somebody to do something. I value my money. I like to keep my money in the bank, and I'm gonna do it myself. Learn by trial and error. Personally, I'll give this a strong 8, and I would recommend it. Like I said, I probably wouldn't buy it myself because I'm just gonna pinch pennies and try to save money in places I can. And the only real feature that I really care about is the spot lock. That's what I use the most. And that's the best feature on it. Everything else, I mean, there's so much technology in with this. I'll never use it. It's kind of like my cell phone. I probably use 10% of the capabilities of it. You know, maybe I'll learn some of it. Maybe I'll use it more, but more than likely, probably not. I'm going to spot lock it and trim it up and down when I get in shallow water, if I'm running up on close to a stump. That's going to be my capabilities and what I'm going to use the most. But I would recommend it. You know, the price point is what it is. Well, that's going to do it for me. I hope this video was informative for you. And if it maybe makes your decision whether you want to purchase this Ulterra or go a different route. And I'll catch you on the next one.